everyone, it's Paige and I am here today with my November wrap-up and December TBR. A lot of super awesome things happened this month. I read a ton of books. I've started my job, which was really terrifying but also super exciting, and I got into grad school, which is so exciting. So in September of next year, I will be moving to England and attending grad school for my master's program. I am getting a Master's of Arts in Creative Writing, which I'm very, very excited about. And I want to thank everyone that was super supportive of me while I was going through the entire application process, because it was super stressful and something that took a really long time, and it all paid off because I have been accepted and I'm going to England, and I'm just so I'm just so excited. I'm so proud of myself. So, lots of good things happened this month. I read a shocking total of 14 books this month, which is awesome. I am killing my Goodreads challenge. Not really, because I'm still like 20 books behind. But I read 14 books. That's awesome. Some of the books were pretty good and some were kind of not good. So let's jump right into this thing, because I think this is gonna get pretty lengthy. The first book that I read this month was Los Angeles Stories, which was a compilation of a bunch of different stories from a bunch of different time periods about Los Angeles. As most people know, I live in LA. I am very interested in reading stories about LA just to kind of see how other people put it in their own perspective. So it was a pretty good book. I did give it 3 out of 5 stars because I thought some of the stories were kind of boring. For the most part, it was pretty good. The next book I read was No Second Chances by Kate Evangelista, which I gave 3 out of 5 stars. This is the third book in the Dodge Cove series, which is an okay series. I thought the second book was the best out of all of them, which was also the first one that I read. This one was okay. It felt a little cliche and sometimes just kind of so that's why I ended up giving it 3 out of 5 stars. The next 9 books I read were all part of the same series, and that is A Bread Story by Kaoru Mori. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. My bad. I'm terrible with all author names. But this is a manga that I had picked up, I think, 2 years ago, and was something that I never finished because the series still isn't done. So I picked up first 4, which I had never read before, and then the 5 following that. And I love this series. It's very visually stunning, so if you're really interested in checking out a manga that's not so much as like other traditional mangas, definitely check this out because it has really gorgeous and beautiful artwork. And it also has a great story. It's really interesting. It's Central Asia in the 19th century, so if you're into history, this is the manga for you. And I gave all of those 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore? I'm probably saying that wrong too. I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars because I loved this book. It was so good, and something that I wish I had purchased a long time ago, and something I still need to pick up and purchase, but I got this one from the library, which is obviously why I don't have it with me, but is an awesome, awesome book. I have a very, very mini review linked down below that you can check out, but just know that this book was fantastic and beautiful and wonderful, and was the first book that I've ever read by Anna Marie McLemore. So I want to check out some of her other works too. Then, because I was still kind of on this like manga comic type kick, I read Adulthood is a Myth by Sarah Anderson. She is an artist that I've been following on Tumblr for a really long time, and I really like her little comics. They're super cute. So I decided to check out her book from the library and see if there was anything in there that I had missed, which there was, and there were some really funny comics in there, so I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. The last book of the month that I read, and I buddy read it with my friend Sam because we love buddy reading together. It's so much fun. And was probably the most disappointing book of the month was Pride and Prejudice and Mistletoe by Melissa de la Cruz. I gave this one 2 out of 5 stars. I would have given it 1 out of 5 stars, but the extra star was for the fact that it was so easy to make fun of the book. The book is a Pride and Prejudice retelling where Darcy is a girl and Lizzie, who has been renamed to Luke, is the boy. I thought it would be more in line with the original story, but it was just kind of dumb, and like the characters weren't compelling at all, and by the end of the book I still wasn't convinced that any of them really actually liked each other. That's why I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Sam and I were talking about this. It felt like Melissa de la Cruz didn't write the book. Like, it definitely felt ghostwritten, so that one was kind of a meh. That is everything that I read in November. Now let's talk about what I'm going to read in December. I'm currently reading I Am the Messenger by Markus Zusak. I had hoped to finish this one in November, but I didn't get around to it because I was reading so much manga and because I had started my job and there was just a lot going on. So I hope to finish this in December, and then I will be picking up The Book Thief, also by Markus Zusak, because I love The Book Thief and I haven't reread it yet and it's been way too long, and I want to watch the movie again on Christmas Eve because that's my tradition. So lots of Marcus Zusak reading is going to be going on this month. I mentioned this in my November book haul, but another book that I'd like to read this month is Reign of the Fallen by Sarah Glenn Marsh. This comes out in January, so it's something that I definitely want to get to before the release date, and hopefully I will find the time to. But my job drains all my energy from me, so we'll see if this actually happens. This next one is a book that I've been promising a lot of people that I was going to read this year and then never got around to it, and I still haven't gotten around to it. So hopefully I will read it in December, and that's An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir? I think I'm saying that right. This is a book that has been on my shelf forever. So I need to read this and I need to get to it, and I hear that it's really awesome, and I'm hoping that it will kind of kick my reading slump that always happens like in the middle of the month, and then I can just breeze on into the second one, and then the third one is coming out in 2018. So yes, I'm very prepared to read this, even though I hear it's kind of heart-wrenching sometimes, so I don't know if I'm ready for that, but I hope so. We'll see. I think that's most of what I want to read this month, just because the holidays are coming. Like I said, I have my job now, and that's really draining as far as my energy. So hopefully everything goes well and I get to everything on my list. Let me know what you are going to be reading this month, because I always love hearing that. If you're going to be reading any of the same things as I am, or if you have already read some of these, awesome, let me know that too. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye! I know I've mentioned this a couple times in my previous videos, but just as a reminder, if you are looking for some awesome holiday gifts to give people, my mom and my sister have opened their book sleeve shop, so if you want to get some really awesome book sleeves, definitely check out the link down below. You can see all of our different patterns and colors and stuff like that. We are selling out of some designs, so if you really want a sleeve, definitely get it before it's sold out, and check out the link below, like I said. Yeah. Also, a side note, this is my official giveaway announcement. I announced this also in my November haul, but if you're a subscriber, congratulations, you've already been entered into the giveaway. If you want to see the full details for the giveaway, check out the link down below. But here is a total list of what you can win. First thing you can win is a arc of The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. This comes out in January of 2018. To go along with the arc is the matching Into the Hazelwood bookmark, which is super pretty. And then to also match both of those is the Hazelwood tote bag, which again, matchy. And what would a giveaway be without a book sleeve? This is not the one that you can win. I don't have the actual one with me, but again, links down below for the picture where you can see which book sleeve you will be winning, and then you can put your book in there and protect it, and then put it in your awesome tote bag. So this is open to the US only, and we haven't really decided when it will end, probably around the end of the year, so definitely get your entries in. If you follow me here, again, congratulations, you've already been entered. If you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, any of that, do that if you're not following me there. And also follow SoCal Girls, because they're the ones hosting the giveaway with the book sleeve, so check them out too. As always, links down below. Check out all the information there for this awesome giveaway. The next book I read was No Second Chances. Why can't I talk? This is the third book in the